My name is Willem Odendaal. I'm the project coordinator of the Land Environment and Development Project at the Legal Assistance Centre in Windhoek, Namibia. I'm also one of the project lawyers. The Legal Assistance Centre is a public interest law firm. We're a non-governmental organization, and we deal specifically with public interest law cases. That's one aspect of what we do. We also do other types of work. We do legal research. We do, again, with the focus around public interest cases. We also work specifically with the Namibian Constitution as our foundation to bring a human rights-based society, to assist with the establishment of a human rights-based society in Namibia. The history of Namibia goes back to 1990, when Namibia became independent from South Africa. At the time of 1990, there was a lot of discrimination that we had to get rid of under the old apartheid system, because Namibia was under South African control at the time. So the challenges for a new independent Namibia was how to address all these inequalities from the past, how to deal with, for example, the fact that people didn't have access to land, the fact that people didn't have proper legal representation. We had to deal with those issues. And also, again, reflecting on the Constitution of Namibia, which is a very liberal, broadly based liberal constitution, how to implement that and how to make it actually part of the Namibian culture. At the time, there was not a lot of people around who can sort of promote those values, to promote those values for the better good of all Namibians, and also to do away with discrimination. So those are the challenges that we faced with independence. At the moment, we still have many challenges. As far as human security is concerned, we see that as a way to broaden the scope for legal representation for people who cannot afford legal representation. It's extremely expensive. Our system is extremely expensive to protect your rights. And for that purpose, the Legal Assistance Centre tries to help those who cannot normally afford expensive legal costs.
Yes, I have a question for the Legal Assistance Centre in Namibia. How do they do to involve men and boys so that they also have the views, or they try to understand the attitudes and behaviors of those men, since they are talking about gender equality or gender balance, which actually involves both men and women? And since the result of the research are informing advocacy work, I'm just wondering whether those men are involved to make sure that actually the laws that they are trying to advocate for are really gender sensitive, and also taking into account views of both men and women, and are not really biased.
At the Legal Assistance Centre, the project I'm coordinating, as I said, is the Land Environment and Development Project. So we do focus on land issues. We do focus on environmental issues. We do focus on development issues, but more specifically, areas in rural, areas, also urban areas, the field that you work in. We also try and assist people in those situations where we try and support them with whatever development issues they might be facing. But we also have a gender research and advocacy project that specifically has been focusing since independence on changing the law, changing discriminatory laws as they pertain to women, especially, and also to children in a lesser degree. But so we have done quite a lot of work on that, and in fact, throughout all the work we're doing at the Legal Assistance Centre, we always keep in mind that it should include gender awareness, gender sensitivity issues, So we're very much, it's part of who we are. Dr. Kanyangolu, I hope I pronounce your surname correctly. My question to you is, from your work on the interplay between law and politics in a contemporary Southern Africa context, and your experience in regional collaboration on human rights advocacy, how do you see the prospects of strengthening our regional collaboration on addressing issues of human rights violations, such as infringement on freedom of speech across the SADC region?